This is Lords of the Fallen 2.0. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the videos. Subscribing is great as well. So yeah, the Souls-like adventure continues, a mix between two worlds. And now they've done a big 2.0 initiative, which is actually quite fascinating. It's probably one of the most extensive kind of reworks I think I've seen for this kind of a thing. I don't know if I'm maybe over exaggerating to some degree, but it really is genuinely kind of exciting if you are a fan of this game. If you've not played it or been looking for an excuse to play it, there's some really, really exciting things that have happened with this experience, and I think that's really, really great for quality of life improvements and for a company that's improving their experience. Because I believe they're working on a follow up to this, so kind of fascinating that they sort of have the time to actually go and do this sort of a thing. It's really, really cool. So the big change here is how the game does co-op. So before it was kind of like, like a Souls-like, they have this kind of semi-seamless drop-in, drop-out thing, but it's not really like a true co-op until now. So for this game, you can now actually play the whole thing with like a buddy. And they also have this cool thing called a Friends Pass. So basically, for free, it's sort of like if you played Split Fiction. Oh, you little... If you've played like It Takes Two, those kind of games where it's co-op oriented. Essentially what you can do is you can have a buddy download the Buddy Pass for free, and they can come and play with you across any platform. So, yeah. Now it literally, you could be like, oh, I'm lonely, I don't have somebody, I need help to fight these Souls-like monsters that are vicious and emotionally painful and killing me and all that other stuff. Now you can just have a buddy come in and play with you. And it doesn't cost them anything. You literally just have to buy one version of the game, and both of you can have a really genuinely great time. And I think that is kind of awesome. And I really genuinely wish more game companies would embrace that sort of a thing. It's spectacular. It's great value. It increases the value of the game for players looking to, experience this and to show it off. They've enhanced the character creator, so there's now more options in regards to enhancing your character, improving how they look, the aesthetic, which, it doesn't really make sense because you're putting on armor and stuff like that, and, you're not really going to see what you look like much, but, it's cool. If you're into the character customization, it's kind of cool. We've got auto vigor, which is kind of nice. Lamp guidance, so your lamp will now kind of tell you the way to where you need to go, which is kind of cool. I think that's a nice quality of life improvement. Dynamic HUD, guidebook, faster soul play, enhanced evasions. Yeah, they kind of revamped the co-op the combat and stuff in this too. But we're gonna take a second. We're gonna talk about the technical stuff here. So they haven't really changed much of the technical stuff, if that makes sense. Like, it's basically the same as before, essentially. So this is the quality mode, which is like 1600 dynamic to 4K. And, obviously this is like an Unreal Engine 5 game. It's pretty... it's pretty demanding. Oh, and it's a dedicated jump button. I don't know if you've kind of noticed that, but I've been showing that off here, where it's just like, they actually have a dedicated jump button now. So that's, it's kind of exciting for platforming, because the platforming in this could be a bit of a pain. But, yeah, now they have a dedicated platforming button, well, jumping button, so that should make it a little easier. I thought we were supposed to interact with you. No, maybe not. Maybe we're past that. But what does it mean? Anyways, Jeez, okay, it was just like a little intense vibration there. So to change the graphics. We're just going to switch it to performance mode here, but you can change like motion blur, film grain, umbral, distortion effects. So now we're on performance mode. So you can notice the immediate fluidity difference, at least I hope so. So this is your 1200p internal dynamic scaling, and it's 60 FPS. And it's supposed to be scaled to 1440p is the goal there, so yeah, it still drops frames. It still drops frames, but you know, it's kind of the way I would recommend playing this, because it's just better. They've also redone the tutorial. I guess I should also mention for co-op, since I didn't really go over it, but how do I go through this tree thing here? Are you supposed to reveal yourself to me in a weird and exciting way? Oh no, this is definitely where I'm supposed to go to the fancy tree. Anyways, we'll go zip around a bit more. I don't really care. I'm not here to progress stuff too much. I'm here to show off the creepy vibes. Actually, you know what? I am supposed to go. I think I'm supposed to go. Anyways, doesn't matter. Does not matter. There's also, I'm all over the place, the ray tracing, you know, illumination stuff. We've got spatial sound, Dolby Atmos, DTS:X. What I was going to say for co-op is not only do you have the cool friend pass, there's also shared progression, mainline progression, like story progression, and, you know, inventory stuff you can share to a degree, and there's reviving each other in that. It's just like an extensive enhancement for playing co-op with each other, which I think is, again, a great thing. Like, it's absolutely fantastic. And then, as I was mentioning, the combat is a lot more, it's supposed to be a lot more fluid, a lot more kind of motion driven to allow you to have more precise technical moves and hits and stuff like that. So if you found the combat to be a little stiff at any point, I think they've definitely, that's a Burning Man thing going on. I think they've definitely done some nice stuff with the combat. I am an idiot. I have died and become a thing from beyond, eh? Well, that's genuinely terrible. Terrifying. I don't know if you know, but when you die in this game, you kind of go, or you could also do it to yourself. You go to this ethereal realm. And in the ethereal realm, it's like the game is basically double stacking a world. So there's like a weird. Oh, come on! There's a weird ethereal world beyond the realm of the regular world. What a trap that was! Holy crap! Wow. So anyways, it feels better, it looks better, all that cool stuff that you would kind of want and expect, and maybe that's what I needed to go through the tree, was to go to the ethereal place, although I didn't really see a hole through there. Because you can go to different places that you couldn't go to before when you're in this version of it, right? Which is kind of neat. Yeah, what else is there? UI overhaul, cleaner interface and setup. But basically, they've just done like a lot of upgrades to make this better, and I think that's genuinely great. Like, I mean, you know, this is a game that came out and it's like, oh, it's neat. A lot of people checked it out, a lot of people loved it, and I think that's fantastic for those that are into this sort of thing. And you know, the Souls likes, you're either totally down for it or, you know, it's strange for you or something. It's whatever you're into, right? You know, if you're into Souls like, you're not into Souls likes. And everybody gets their different value in different ways, but I mostly just wanted to get across that they've done some really good stuff with this. Like, they've actually spent a lot of time enhancing and improving this experience in a way that I think a lot of people that are fans of this will be very pleased, and, you know, new people checking it out. I think that co-op idea is just genius, though. Because there's nothing that gets people more excited about stuff than, like, free, and it just lowers the cost of admission for people to come in and play it, and, you know, your buddy likes it, he gets you to come play it, or she or whatever gets you to come play it, And then you go, oh wow, yeah, no, I'm really into this, and you buy it yourself, and then you get a buddy that wants to play it too. I think that's a really genuinely great idea. The friend pass thing, I hope becomes more of a standard in gaming, because there's so many times where you're like, oh, I'd love to play co-op with my buddies, and it's just like, you know, cost of entry on stuff is just like expensive, and it's hard to get people into things, and yeah, no, I definitely get that. They say like over 50 post-launch updates, but this is the big 2.0. I mean, we've done a couple videos on this over time. Like, this is definitely something we come back to a bit. I don't mind it as a Souls-like. I think I've streamed it a bit too. But I think they're doing a good job with the accessibility stuff. Yeah, full creator tutorial, character creator, all that stuff available. That's... I just, again, I really want to put a bravo to the team for actually doing that and putting that together. I think that is such a good idea and such a good way to support their community. I mean, they've probably already gotten, you know, most of the support and stuff they're going to get as far as the initial launch stuff. So it's just about great quality of life improvements. I think for me, that actually would motivate me to maybe do like a stream or bring a pal in to play this with me, just because, you know, I have it and they can come in and join. I think that's super cool. I mean, I've talked about most of it during the video, right? But like, that is a pretty sweet thing. You're really gonna do that when I'm trying to cross this ethereal bridge? Or sorry, the umbral bridge. You couldn't have done the contamination stuff after I got across? Oh, come on. These vibrations still go hard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go to that tree over there, but just really taking in the ambience. It's still like, you know, it's still like a UE5 bit of like blurriness in terms of aesthetics, but like, it's not a bad looking game. Performance-wise, it's still, you know, it's got some drops, but they've done some really good work on actually cleaning this one up. Yeah, I've done it on the Pro too, and it's genuinely kind of a worthwhile upgrade if you were kind of curious if you have access to that. Oh, come on. I'm going to the world beyond. I think that's a nice touch too, because you're like, you're dead, but you're not fully dead. You're like an in-between kind of dead. I just wanted to go to Burning Man and see what it was like, but they're like, no, no Burning Man for you. The Burning Man is you getting burned. I don't like all the messed up things you see when you're down here. It's like it psychologically messes with you, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. But regardless, hopefully I'm showing off some different areas, giving you an idea of things, the creepy vibes of it. You start out in this thing, and there's like this woman that you kind of interact with, and she's all bloodied and stuff, and you have to fight her, and then you go on this town thing, and then you're on like a cliff thing, and you know, through this one place, and then you know you're here, and there's like a swamp thing and all that, and yeah, it's a mess. Yeah, like obviously I'm living my best life and all that, but yeah, it's been a mess of a time going through this cluster of Lords of the Fallen experience. I know a lot of people, you know, they really like this one, and you know, if you're looking for another Souls-like, obviously this kind of delivers. Can I like upgrade it all? Do I have enough points for upgrading? Strength. What about vitality? I'll take that, yeah. I have become more powerful. And the multiplayer, you know, calling people in and stuff like that. The multiplayer was always a little buggy, so it's nice that they literally revamped this. Warped vestige. We could go back to the town. Hamlet. The defiled sepulchre. The only problem is, if I go to these places, how will I be able to get back? I won't remember, will I? These are some really creepy spots. We'll go here, just to show off some different areas, so you can see some different places, get an idea of, like, performance and all that. In all play sessions, both players will retain all loot, vigor, and the ability to revive each other. God, the co-op thing in this is such a good idea. Like, it's not really something I ever anticipated for this game. I was just kind of like, oh, you know, they're just going to do minor updates here or there, but a co-op overhaul? That is seriously impressive. Wait, is this like the beginning, like, tutorial area? I think of what this spot is like. I'm trying to think of where I ended up, and I'm thinking I moved to like a tutorial spot. Problematic you are, monster. Umbral rifting. Okay. Yeah, no, this is like the tutorial area. I'm stuck. Let me out of here. I'm free! Can I go back the other way? Oh no. I am literally stuck going this way. That's not good. Really? The thing, I let go of the thing too early? You've got to be kidding me. I think this is a new tutorial or something. I can't get back though. Why does it disappear? Oh, is it because I have to literally... Oh, I have to go back to the rift thing. Can I just, like, go back this way? No, I can't. I am stuck doing the tutorial now. Alrighty. There's no escape. I am soul flailing. It's a very creepy other ethereal realm area, eh? I guess I did this to myself. I was at a creepy camp, and now I'm in a creepy place between places. Soul flailed. At least I'm learning about the game's mechanics, eh? Am I supposed to destroy that? I can't tell if I'm supposed to destroy them or just kind of getting it around. Oh. I'm withering. Lovely. This is what I've always wanted. I do think the combat feels a lot more fluid in this. Although at the same time, I kind of miss a bit of the jank, as to say. Is that not where I was supposed to go? Is it down here? Yeah, I did the whole plunge thing. Neat tutorial, though. I kind of want to escape and get back to regular gameplay, but, yeah, I guess I'm learning the ropes. This place is creepy looking. Dread. Prolonged umbral gives you dread. I'm feeling a level of dread, that is for sure. I'm not meant to be in this realm for long. I don't suppose I could rest here. Nope, okay, never mind. A kick attack, ooh. Now isn't that just lovely? Get me out of here. The hamlets, the lookout, the bell route. The village. Oh. Anyways, big 2.0 update. Everybody's ecstatic and exciting. It's an edge-of-your-seat thrill ride. Really good sense of scale everywhere. Am I supposed to go to all these weird places in the beyond? I don't know. I'm sure I'll figure it out someday if I ever need to come back here. Stigmas. Oh, okay. Is this where I was supposed to be? I don't even know where I... Oh, this isn't where I'm supposed to be at all. I know where this is. This is the Hamlet place. Anyways, yeah, kind of cool, kind of sweet. Hopefully they showed it off well for you, gave you an idea of things. Huge improvement from the launch. Can't wait to see what they do with the continuation of this series. Yeah, it's certainly had some interesting moments and stuff to it. I would definitely say that. But bravo to the team for their long-term support.